Buongiorno, everyone. Welcome back to the Magpie Channel podcast. We're going to be focusing on the FA Cup fifth round draw this evening, which is due to start in around half an hour's time. So we'll build up to that and have a look to who Newcastle will be facing in the next round after that win over Villa, which we'll review, and we'll look towards the trip to Azerbaijan midweek. Are you going to got your passport?
I'm just driving, mate.
Driving?
Oh, yeah, aye.
All right.
It's dead close, isn't it?
You must be leaving after this. Straight from the brewery.
I should have left yesterday.
You should have left last week. Yeah. No, yesterday.
No, nowhere near Azerbaijan.
No. Well, I was meant to be going. Aye. But the direct flight from Newcastle, the charter one, unfortunately got cancelled.
Oh, did it? Oh.
Yeah, didn't get enough sign-ups for it. So, so unfortunately, with them, we left it a bit later to sort out going, and it was just going to be a bit of a nightmare. And to be honest, I'm knackered, so I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Not for me. Not really up for that one.
No, I'm not really up for that one either. If you're not going, you can come to places like here, Anarchy Brewery, to watch the game. They've got the Champions League matches on. And thanks to those for hosting us this evening. Remember, the link is in the description, as always, to grab yourselves some Alan Shearer Foundation beer, amongst other ales on offer. And
currently on draft at the minute.
It is, and it's a lovely draft as well. And what else is looking lovely is the tap room at the minute. They've got lots of seats lined up here. You're a wrestling fan for the talking this week with Big Sexy himself, not me, Kevin Nash. Nash. Kevin, Big Kev Nash is going to be up there on the stage to our right.
I think they're going to need a bigger seat.
They are going to need a much bigger seat. Half of his arse is fitting on that. He's not even his leg would fit on that stool. So he might be standing, Kevin Nash, to be fair. We came to the one with Mankind, Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Do Love a few months ago. That was a great night.
Were they all there?
They were all there.
Oh, that's good.
And in their own right, in different moments. And then he should have done that, actually. He really should have done that. He just came as Mick Foley. But, he should have
just pop off behind the
characters, interval, and then change, And then Rob Van Down's here next week as well, which we're hoping to be at as well.
Yeah,
hopefully.
next Monday as well.
Oh, yes, that gets in the way of this show.
Yeah.
So good consistency here.
Yes, Rob.
On the podcast. Yeah. Really ex-WWE superstars coming here and taking our space.
As you think he is.
Disrespectful. I'll fight him. Smash his face in. Hope he doesn't see this. No. See
Love you, Rob.
Week. Yeah. Great show, Rob. Thanks for coming. See you.
Big fan.
Should get him on the podcast, actually. It'd be good, isn't it?
That would be class.
Him and he's big spend.
To be fair, we could still do it at this time. The show doesn't start like 7 o'clock. He can just be running around, get himself ready, just pop on and give himself a little preview of whoever we're playing next week.
What do you think of the Toon?
Karabag again, won't it? Karabag.
Be Karabag
at home.
Karabag next Wednesday.
Ask him what he thinks of Azerbaijan.
Aye. I bet he's been there loads of times.
Loves it.
Let me know if you are going to Azerbaijan during the week or what you think of it. We're going to be previewing that game as well. There's a bit of a closer trip next Saturday, which is Man City away. Anyways, yeah, definitely a tough one, that one. And just, be careful what you're saying on the show as well, okay? We don't want things to get clipped up and taken out of context.
No,
right?
Can't be saying the wrong things.
Be careful.
Not
right?
out of context.
No jokes, no sarcasm this one.
No.
All right?
You just watch your mouth.
Seriousness. Got the full thing. Yeah? Doing a good job, that male character, I must say. Not quite 5 in a row for that kid to get his hair cut, though. But we don't care about Man United. We care about Newcastle United, and certainly they've turned the corner at the minute. Oh, we're being a bit premature on that. It is only 2 games, but it's 2 big back-to-back away wins.
Away games, yeah, really big.
Which have been massive. Spurs, first of all, Kex, I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks since we've been on holiday.
No, yeah.
Just a quick one on Spurs. What you thought of that game there at the Tottenham Stadium?
I mean, got the job done. To be fair, it is. We were just talking before about like what I done yesterday, and I can't remember. Like, things are just going on.
Asking you about that game. Then.
Oh, yeah, no. Like with the Tottenham game, you're gonna have to quickly like recap us. Like who scored again? I can't remember. It seems like so long ago because we've got so many
Jacob
games.
Ramsey's first goal, wasn't it? Big winner.
That was the one. Yeah.
Big winner, that one.
Who scored for them again?
Who scored for
Tottenham?
Grey. 50 Shades of Grey.
The equalizer. Oh, I remember now. Yeah. I remember. Cheers. Thank you for the little jog there.
Yeah.
We've played really, really well because obviously, as we've been saying, like away form has just been absolutely horrendous this season. So any kind of away game all season long, I've kind of just been thinking, can we do it? Like, and we'll have a couple of times. Everton was the first one. Really, really good convincing win against Everton away at the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
The Hill Dicky.
Got 1 or 2 more, not a lot. But Tottenham, I know they haven't really had the best of seasons. Obviously, kind of close to the relegation zone at the minute. But they're a good team when they pull a finger out. Massive stadium. So yeah, you just go down there and think on our away form, thinking, fucking hell, you take a draw here because can't really see much way out of it. But we're absolutely class. Like, it's just a kind of shame that we didn't like kill the game off a little bit more, because like when they got back into it, it was just like, it was just so deflating. Because we had the 1-0, we went 1-0 up, and we thought, we've deserved this. We've pushed on. Like, this could easily be a 2-3-0 win. This, like, we're absolutely battering them, and then they score. It's like, oh, you're joking, man. Like, this is just going to be one of them games. It's probably going to finish 1-1. We're not going to get another away Premier League win. It's going to be disappointing. But thankfully, we did push on and we did get the win. Like, I think we could have done better, to be honest with you. I think we could have gotten a third one and like seen the game out, because I think when you're 2-1 up, when you're us, and we concede late on regularly, and our away form is shit, you just think, oh, get a third. But we're able to say it out. Are you looking at that new sign there?
Yeah, I just noticed that.
I just noticed it before as well.
Anarchy Live. It looks retro. It does look like something you'd see in wrestling back in the 90s.
CMTV.
CMTV. Got me in that one.
Yeah, but I was really happy with the result. Really happy with the performance as well, because I think we said last time that we spoke about 3 years ago that we've, like, some of the wins that we've had, like even at home, haven't really been very good performances.
No.
Like especially at home, because like, they haven't won many away games, but the home wins, a lot of them have been like smash and grabs. They've been kind of like, oh, fucking hell, we need to play better here.
Aye.
But yeah, I think Tottenham and Villa, to be fair, both games we've performed very well.
Class.
And
really
away
well
from home and 2 wins. So yeah, like, is the corner turned? We need to obviously keep up that momentum. I mean, I think away to Azerbaijan, unless we're jet lagged, like that might be a problem.
Could be.
But it could be 3 away wins off the bounce, and then you've got to say, we've got to have turned a corner here. And now I've got City next, and that's going to be a hard game.
Yeah.
But if we get 3 away wins off the bounce, like all season long, we've said we just need momentum. We just need, like, when we've been in bad patches, we just need a good win. Like City at home, that was meant to be a turning patch. Beating Everton away, that was meant to be a turning patch. But just the form's just been so inconsistent. We've just never got a good run. But like, I think 3 away wins off the belt, that's got to be a turning point. Like I know, like a few weeks ago when we had a few losses off the belt, there was criticisms, all that obviously where the how out us. We were like 14th in the league or something. Like everyone was booting off. But I think we've always kind of had that mentality of just stay calm, because the league is so tight. And a couple of wins, we're back up there. Another win, and we're right back in the mixer again. Like, and that's all that we've needed all season long. Consistency. I think if we had consistency, we'd probably be like in the top 4.
Oh, we'll be right.
Because the league is that tight. Like, there's not a lot in it. We'd comfortably be top 4 if we had a little bit of consistency. But we just get a good win, drop off, and we're running on eggshells just for a few weeks. Get another good win, and then we drop off. It's like a roller coaster. That's just neat consistency. So, yeah, I think once we get over this hump, get Azerbaijan away, out of the way, get a win, obviously probably beat them at home, hopefully. And then, like, City's a good performance away. You take a good performance against City away, not like what we did in the FA Cup, because that was shite.
Oh, yeah.
Although the second half was actually pretty good. But the game was already, 3-0?
Second half was actually really good. To be fair, the first 10, even though we're kind of conceded, we still had chances when Wisser and Gordon and that were missing really good opportunities.
We turned up once the tie was already out of sight. City coming back.
City went in the first,
we actually started to play well. So, yeah, like performances are creeping in. We just need another couple of good performances. 2 good performances against Karabakh, a good performance against City, regardless of the result. Like the corner could be turned.
Yeah, corner.
And we just need to build up some momentum towards the end of the season and push on and to try and finish in Europe.
Aye, absolutely. And hopefully that consistency can be found and it can be a game changer for our season. But on Villa, before we do talk FA Cup, because there's questions in there about, who do you want in the next round and who do you think we'll get? That's what we're going to talk about very soon. Predictions, which, talk Man City there. Definitely going to be there, isn't it?
Away.
Forget your Mansfields and that. Going to be bloody City and all that sort of stuff. Magpie Nessa, the only podcast always tune into. Absolutely love to see that one. It's also a nice message there. Love from India. Big fan of yours. Very good. I'm a big fan of your food. So we have things in common there. Let's get into the Villa game. Then we can go through it quite quickly, to be fair, because the draw's starting in 20 odd minutes. There's nearly 5 engineers tuned in waiting for that. So thanks for come in and hit subscribe and the like button while you're here. Let's get this bit out of the way, Keg, because it's the annoying thing to talk about, because how bad the performance was from that referee on Saturday night. I said it was the worst I'd ever seen, and I wasn't just exaggerating. Honestly, 4 or 5 of those mistakes were just unacceptable, man. And obviously the talking point was there was no VAR, so then it highlights how bad officiating is now and how much they rely on VAR. And I keep saying it's not really VAR the problem, because if that goes to VAR, then they see, and then the right decision will hopefully get made. But it's the people using VAR.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's the same idiots like Kavanagh refereeing that are sitting in the box in Stockley Park that are using VAR.
Yep.
So it's, for me, it's not the technology, but does that prove it for you that, I mean, do you think football's better with VAR, or would you go back to the old days without it? Like we did on Saturday and it was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel like there's a right answer here. I think everyone's entitled to an opinion on this. Like for me, VAR should have been in years ago. Like I always said that things need to be like this. And because the crazy thing for me is that football is by far the biggest sport in the world. Like statistically, financially, not my opinion. It's a fact that football or soccer, depending on where you are in the world, is the biggest sport in the world, bar none. But like loads of other sports are ahead of us. Like everyone that tunes into this podcast will know fine well that I'm a big NFL fan. Like the NFL have had like video reviews in for like 20 odd years. Like it's not a new thing, like video technology. Like goal line technology was way like overdue. Like why that only came in, I can't remember
after the whole World Cup and all the nightmares of England and Germany.
But like you look at like tennis and cricket with like Hawkeye. Like the technology's been there, but us being like the most financial profitable sport in the world, why aren't we investing in this stuff? So like for me, VAR isn't wrong. I feel like it should help the game and it should be there. But that's the problem. It's not helping the game. It's a fucking hindrance. And it is making the game worse. And I don't think it is VAR's problem. Like I say, I am pro VAR, if you like, but it's just not used right. It's just a terrible system. If you could get it using right, obviously we wouldn't be having this debate. But I think it would help football if it was done properly by, obviously, like you said, the people that run it. Like I don't think the technology is the problem. It's still people making the decisions. Like VAR should be correcting every wrong call, and then that's doing its job. And then there's no debate. There's no talk about it. VAR is just a thing. It gets the decision right. You move on. You don't talk about it. It's not controversial. But how long have we had it now? Well, it's been in for about 6 or so years.
Good several years now. Isn't it?
But we're still having this debate. It's still controversial. We're still getting calls wrong. Like, and they're getting worse. And it is the officiating. Like, I can't think of a time like where back in pre-VAR days where 3 calls, like stonewallers, especially the handball being about 3 yards inside the box, isn't getting called up on. The only worst thing I can think of is like Roy Carroll and Pedro Mendes. Like that goal where like if like goal line technology existed back in that day, it's a goal. Simple as Frank Lampard's goal in the World Cup against Germany. It's a goal, and you don't even talk about it. The referee says it across the line, you crack on. No problem, no controversy. And that's what VAR should be. Like it's designed to help football and help referees. But if anything, I think it's just made officiating worse. And you can see when it's not involved, I think they're relying on it far too much. That they're like afraid to get a call wrong now.
Yeah.
Like they're leaning on it far too much that officiating's just become an absolute embarrassment.
No, it has. I think you can see it there where I can't, when I was growing up watching football, like, I remember, you'd see maybe one, and then it would be a big talking point.
Decisions would be wrong, and that's
one
fine.
mistake
It's
wrong.
human error.
And that's what I mean, it's the human error. But like the other day when it was 4 or 5 in one game, and it wasn't just Kavanagh, it was the linesman as well. The linesman's right there for that handball. He's standing there, Trippier's there, the ball's crossed in, and he's there. How could he was so far in the box? It's unbelievable that it wasn't given, man. Then they've given the free kick from where Trippier took the cross.
That's the worst thing. Like, how could you give a free kick? Like, that was the thing that blew my mind. Like, you could like argue that maybe it wasn't handball because you've seen like loads of these things in the past where is he too close to it? Is he turned enough? Is his arm out enough? Like all these things are when there's a VAR check. You've got to check where the arm is, where it hit on the arm. Could he have avoided it? Is his arm tucked in? Is it extended? how close is it? If it's point blank, you can't really give that. There's all these kind of talking points, but he gave the foul. He gave the free kick. So you obviously seen the handball and agreed that it was a handball.
Shouts in the box.
I didn't know where on the field that it was. Despite it being a good fucking 3 yards inside the box, it's absolutely mental, man. It's almost laughable how bad it is. But when it goes against us, I mean, it's a good job that we won. Like if we lost that game, I think it's even better that we won the game because so many calls went against us. Like we should have lost that game with the fucking refs on a payroll. But the fact that we actually won that game despite the horrific refereeing, it made it all the better.
It did, sweet justice. And it was even better that we scored from that free kick.
It was.
So seeing in my match reaction, you could get a pen, you might miss it. So then to score from that free kick, it was like that was like
your penalties.
Karma right there. And like I say, the linesmen and stuff as well, because Abraham's like he's dead down the line. You know, you should be able to see that.
That is your job as the lineman to check them things.
So it was terrible officiating. People in the comments there saying it was Dad saying Kavanagh's not refereeing this weekend. He should never referee again. So has he actually been suspended?
Yeah. But it proves his incompetency.
I know.
So you need VAR to make decisions. Like, well, I could do that job.
Anyone can do that. Like, what are you getting them FA coaching badges for like
literally.
20 years?
You know
what I mean?
why, I don't know what kind of wages referees are on. Probably decent.
Good, the Premier League ones. I think,
but like, why are you getting paid that much? Like, why have you got all them like FA badges and stuff when you need technology to rely on? Like, literally, like me and you can do that.
Anyone, Stand there.
We could save the Premier League some wages. Give us half the fee.
You give half the money.
Give me half the money. I'll just leave on VAR now. No worries.
Class. Thankfully, as Craig said there, we did end up getting the win, and that was thanks to Sandro Tonali. And first of all, before we talk about Tonali and him getting the goals and stepping up in that game, the news came out on the day of the match on Saturday morning that Bruno Guimaraes, our captain, is going to be out for up to 8 weeks. So initial thoughts on that one?
Obviously disappointing. Waking up to that news. I mean, I think you seen when he went down, like it looked bad. He was holding his hamstring, and when Bruno can't continue, you know it's a problem. I think he kind of forced himself back. So I think he was injured, and then forced himself back a little bit too soon. And I don't think that's helped. Like I respect Bruno's like resilience. Like he doesn't miss a lot of football. He posted on his Instagram, didn't he? Like announcing his injury, saying
the whole thing was about not missing much football.
Yeah, he's barely missed a game of football in like 10 years. Like since he's been at the club for the past 5 years, is it 4 years or something past January? 5 years? 2021? No, 2022. 4 years past January. So he's missed an odd few game with just niggly injuries, but never any like consistent injuries. He's had 1 or 2 suspensions, but not major. Rarely misses a game. He's just Mr. Reliable. He's just an absolute engine. So yeah, for him to be out for this long, it's obviously disappointing for him. And it is disappointing for the club because I feel like he just helps things tick. I feel like when Bruno has a bad game, the team have a bad game. I feel like we rarely win if Bruno plays like shite.
I don't think we ever had in the Premier League, had we? I think we won Arsenal away in the Carabao the first leg without him, and that's the only game we've won since he signed. He made his debut.
But even in some games, like he goes missing in some games. He doesn't always play his best. He's not like a 10 out of 10 every week. Like some games he goes missing, and when he goes missing, I just feel like the team doesn't tick. But like I feel like we'll play a lot better when he's in there. Obviously, he's our captain, so obviously he's a massive player.
This season he scored goals.
He scored goals. Yeah, I'm not saying like when he plays well we'll win all the time. He's not like the crucial cog, but I just feel like we do just tick along a lot better when he's there and he's playing well. But that being said, it is great to see that we have won a really big and important and difficult game away to Villa without him, because I think we said this a few weeks ago. Like, we need a squad. We need like your Ramses and Wilkes to step up, which credit to them over the past few weeks. Probably Alanga as well. Like a lot of players have really been stepping up recently, which I think is another part of like the turning point, as we were saying before. 100%. I think the players that haven't stepped up, like probably worst players of the season, if you like, have started to turn their own little personal corners, which is obviously in turn helping the team. So yeah, with Bruno out, you shouldn't really need to rely on one player being injured for me. Like, I know we've got a problem, obviously. Joelinton's out. He's close to a return. Got Tino there as well. There's obviously 1 or 2 here and there. Like, it's been a shit season for injuries. We've had loads of injuries. Burn was out for ages. Hall missed the beginning of the season. It's just another injury that we're going to have to deal with. But yeah, that's where like Joelinton coming back will be huge. But Willock and Ramsey stepping up is going to be crucial for the next 8 to 10 weeks or however long it's going to be. So next man up.
And then Tonali was the man that did step up with the goals on the weekend, his first of the season. And when you see him strike the ball like that, can we just do it more often, please? Can we just have some shots from outside the box more, man?
I know,
It does my head in how we're constantly trying to play like Arsenal now, Arsene Wenger.
Right.
You know, ticky-tack, trying to get it into the box, and Walcott's passing at the Bergkamp, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think them two play together, to be fair.
Probably not.
Walcott and Henry. Walcott and Adebayo.
Ooh, I like it.
Point being, is we keep trying to get at the byline, knock it back, knee striker there, have pops at goal from outside the area like that. And when Tonali's got the fire on him like that and the power behind that shot, it was great to see him get two in quick succession. Run and fist bump the away end, like Eddie Howe was fist bumping the away end at Spurs a few days before that. And Tonali, all the talk about him in the last couple of weeks has been his agent pushing moves away, and this summer's going to be like the Isaac drama, and that's definitely for another show. But you mentioned Ramsey and Willock and Tonali himself. If he wants this Champions League win that his agent talks about and wants the more money, then you're going to have to perform like that for the rest of the season. Do you know what I mean? And get that big money move you want it. But first of all, just repay us and pay it out on a consistent basis, because this season he hasn't been at his best.
No, he hasn't. Yeah, no. But I wouldn't really put him in that category as like I said before, like the worst players in the squad. Like a few weeks ago, you definitely would have had Alanga in there. Willock and Ramsey would have been in there, but they've turned their corners. But he hasn't been that bad, but he hasn't been at his best. He's been far from his best this season. It has been a really disappointing season from him, to be honest. But yeah, with corners being turned, and Bruno being out and people needing to step up, that was a huge performance from him. And you're bang on about the range thing. I think we spoke about it on the last podcast that we're done. I mentioned a lot of Frank Lampard's goals. Frank Lampard is one of the top goal scorers in Premier League history. But a lot of his goals were 20, 30 yards out, just banging them in. And just little deflections. They don't need to be top
happens
corner.
All the time against us.
They don't need to be top corner screamers. As I said, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery. If you shoot, it might take a little nick. It might...
the first one did.
The goalkeeper might spill it and someone gets the rebounds. It's just taking a shot. That's the most important thing. This walking it in, tap-ins inside the 6-yard box. I don't like it. It doesn't work very well. I just don't really feel like we've been performing very well. And with Tonali, when we brought him in, he was meant to be the next Andrea Pirlo. That's what everyone was tipping him out to be when he was a young, and I think even before he went to AC Milan, I think we were linked to him. And that's what everyone was saying. He's the next Pirlo. He's got the long hair. He's got direct passing. He can shoot from range. He can take free kicks and stuff. I'm thinking, but we haven't really seen that in a long time. His passing hasn't really been very good.
Oh, he's been given the ball
in recent years. Well, in recent months even. Nobody shoots outside the box. He's clearly got this ability. So where's it been?
Use the rocket. Release it.
Now that we've seen it, he scored one direct rocket right into the bottom bins. Lovely. One took a nick, scored. Like I said, they don't all need to be screamers. They don't all need to be top bins, absolutely 10 out of 10 goal of the month contenders. Just shoot, take a nick, scruffy little ugly goal. They all count. It doesn't matter. That's why I'm just so frustrated that we don't shoot outside the box more often, because a little nick, you buy the ticket, you win the draw. That's it. So it is good to say that we have scored 2 goals outside the box in an away win with a player like Tonali. It's just ticking off all of these boxes, all of the things that I feel we needed to see, or personally wanted to see. We've done it.
Yeah.
So it was a brilliant performance. Going against the VR decisions that went my way. It was a really satisfying win. You just felt good about it, didn't you? It was a relief, wasn't it? It was a really good, nice win to have. It was really enjoyable.
It was indeed. Lastly, on Villa, before we talk about the FA Cup draw, Peter, which is going to get underway in about 5 or 10 minutes. So we're going to talk all that, get into your chats of who you want, who you think we're going to get. Lastly, on Nick Volulta, who got the 3rd goal in the game, sealed it up on his birthday for the Toon. But in this game, Keg, he was deployed a lot deeper. Started off as kind of a 10 in that 4-2-3-1. Sometimes he looked like he was the 2 alongside Asula, and then most of the game, to be honest, he was like the 8.
No,
he was taking over bloody Bruno Guimaraes. And I joked in the video about Bruno's injury that Volulta could be the next Joe Linton.
Well,
because Joe Linton doesn't get trusted back in the day from Howe, turns him into a class midfielder. Volulta not trusted as a forward, and then he actually goes. I was joking. He actually went and played him as pretty much the 8, and he was so deep at times. But then he got his goal at the end, which was great to see. But what did you make of Big Nick's performance overall and the kind of different positions he was taking up on the pitch?
Yeah, I mean, like we have been calling for him to play the number 10. Like a million times in the comments when we do the live, we look at the live comments and stuff, and like on Twitter or social media, everyone says like, oh, he needs to play number 10. You see fans put out like the Dream 11s, and you see him playing the number 10, and it's like, what a fucking waste of time that is, because like Eddie Howe just doesn't play with a number 10. So I just don't ever feel like he's going to get deployed there. However many number 10s that we're linked with, we say, well, where are they going to play? They're going to have to adapt to like a number 8 or play on the wing or something like that, because Eddie Howe just doesn't play with 10s. Like they're futile here at Newcastle. But it was nice to see the lineup. Like I couldn't quite work out what we're doing. It looked like it might have been a 4-4-2, which I think at times we did play. Like I think we did like adjust as the game went on. Like I say, he kind of was up top with a Sula, dropped into the 10, then dropped into the 8 to the 8. But it's good for a player who has had a lot of criticisms over the last few weeks to just play well, wherever it is, whether it's a 9, 10, 8, 1,
5, 4, 6.
It doesn't matter. He played really well, and I think that's a really good confidence booster. Brilliant that he got his goal at the end. It was a little bit scrappy, but like I say, scrappy goals are goals nonetheless. So it'll do him a lot of good. Got a goal, got a really good performance. And I think it might be like interesting for Eddie Howe to see how well he played, like in different positions. Like he's had a lot of criticisms as a number 9. I think somewhat unfair. Definitely,
yeah, I think it must be unfair.
Definitely unfair. I get people's frustration though. Like I get the negativity. Obviously it is unfair. We agree on that. But yeah, it is just nice to see that he hasn't got to be deployed as a 9. He can do other things, so it gives Eddie Howe an interesting thing. Like, can he be the next Joe Linton? Is his future as a centre mid? Or should we try and shuffle up the pack with the formation and try him as a number 10, like with Wissa, which is something that we've been asking for all season long, or at least since Wissa's been fit anyway.
Which is never in a black and white shirt. He hasn't looked fit yet, bless him.
So yeah, it was really good, really interesting. And I think it could give Eddie Howe a really good headache, and he could be like another kind of different option for him to see him play that well in a role that he's not overly familiar with. So yeah,
I think he did well. I think it shows how good of a footballer he is.
Oh yeah,
because I think that is he's one of them where you can just put him. You can put him somewhere because he's just a technically gifted player. To be honest with you, he was battling off Peter well, but I still think for me he is still a 9. I think you've seen it for Germany. You've seen it when you get players around him, when you give him chances. Newcastle, he scored 6 goals in his first however many games it was. Got off to a flyer. So I think it should be fit around Voldemort of the system. I think if you end up going to Arsenal or Chelsea, wherever, and with their team or Man United with that 10, with a Bruno Fernandes next to him playing him in, or Chelsea with that sort of, he would get goals, man. Get goals. I think he can be a 9. I think we are just not playing to his advantage at all. Yeah. But listen, he did well, and I was pleased he got a goal, because I seen an interview the other day where he was saying, he struggled a bit after that Derby day getting the own goal, which obviously that's going to knock you, young lad from Germany coming over. So hopefully that lifts his mood, and he can grab one against Karabag on Wednesday if given the opportunity. I am now going to switch over to the draw for us, so we've got it on one of our screens here, so we can watch it and bring you the update with it. So this should be starting in the next 5 minutes or so. I think
phone off, because I think the notifications will probably creep through ahead as well.
Oh, they probably will. So we'll do that on our stream as well, in case some of you are ahead, but we shouldn't be. We're all logged in nicely here. So we'll turn our attention now to the FA Cup draw that is going to be getting underway in the next few minutes. We had a few comments, well, loads of comments actually. And there's 700 people watching live, so please do hit subscribe. It's free, it's quick, helps the channel massively. And drop a like too, please. Really appreciate that as we try and close in on 50,000 subscribers.
50,000,
I know it seems to be like stuck for ages now, like 49.5, 49.6. So it's annoying, right, people? So if you could just help out and hit that button, that would be lovely, lovely.
49.6k.
Brent here has been a member on the channel for nearly 2 years. Big up Brent. I think he's won a couple of giveaways as well in that time. I'm sure I've seen his name. He says, yes, lads, from Mansfield, so hoping for the Stags.
That'd be class. Away.
Mansfield away. I would love Mansfield.
Fingers crossed for you.
I prefer them at home, because away could be tricky, as we've seen them do well in the last round. But isn't it funny, right, in the FA Cup, where we would have been doing this draw last time when we got Villa, and say, "Oh, can you believe it? Bloody Aston Villa, no chance now, is there? May as well not bother." And then we'll go and put performance in it up, win 3-1, and then you could get a Mansfield away, and people think, Mansfield away, maybe a little bit hard, but yeah, we'll beat
a little hiccup,
and then bang, Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
the whole got knocked out in the first round. So there's upsets there. It's hard to be playing these teams in these competitions or these tricky away days. So it's the old cliche that you never know what's going to happen in the cup, and one of those
magic
away games can be difficult. I've got a feeling who you want in this cup draw, Keg.
Why? What do you think? Like?
So I'm going to say you want Wrexham.
See, the thing is, I'm not really bothered. I think Wrexham would be a good draw, either home or away. Obviously, me, I've got a little bit of affiliation with Wrexham, but so home or away, that would be a nice draw for me personally. But we'll get on to who I want, and quite frankly, I don't really care, because as you just said, Villa away, awful draw, but then you get the satisfaction of winning. So it is just the FA Cup. I feel like if you want to beat the best, if you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best. Like we did on our bloody cup run, to be fair. Exactly. Yeah. So I obviously don't want the likes of City and stuff, but maybe some a happy medium, a team below us in the Premier League, a team like that. I don't even know who's in the draw, to be honest with you.
Tell you.
Let's have a little look at who's in and around that bracket.
So the teams that are left, all 16 of them, and by the way, Newcastle United are ball number 13 in tonight's draw. That's going to get underway in the next few minutes. Liverpool, Fulham, Sunderland.
Tasty. And they're below, aren't they?
They are.
Oh, that's nice.
How's that? Their best season ever in our waste for years.
I didn't really want City or Liverpool, but Fulham and Sunderland's nice.
Southampton, I'll have that. Home or away.
Right,
I've got my affiliation with Southampton, doing the old uni degree down there. So I wouldn't mind that. Wrexham, I would quite like that, but I could see that being a proper FA Cup upset on TV. So
they're about 6th or something in the Championship at the minute, playing really, really well. So
I don't think that would actually be very easy, especially at their place. You could just see it written for the fucking document. So next up, don't want either of these. Arsenal and Chelsea.
Nope.
Don't want ball 6 or ball 7. Arsenal or Chelsea.
I'd take Chelsea if I had to have one of them of Arsenal, Liverpool and City.
Could be Chelsea in the next round of the Champions League if we get past Karabag or Barcelona. Next up, West Ham. I would take West Ham. That would be all right.
Oh, yeah, I'll have West Ham.
Be all right.
Not away, though, because they fucking beat me last time.
Number 9 is... that's true. God, what an awful day that was.
I don't want to get beat twice off West Ham away. I'm not having that on my conscience.
Nobody got a really good record there as well, haven't we? Countdown to draw is on, by the way. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, to be precise, until the 5th round draw starts.
We need Callum Wilson playing forward if we wanted to beat West Ham away.
We do, aye. And actually, he scored a few for them this season, huh? Number 9 in the hat is the Stags, who remember Brent was just said he wants there. Mansfield Town. Number 10 is who I want in this draw, just because I think it's one of those good teams floating around mid-table of a lower division, Norwich City. Norwich City at home. That's who I'm after. Give me Norwich City at home. Newcastle United means you can rest a couple of players. You can start your receivers, start maybe a youngster, Shahar there to give Trippier a bloody break for once. So someone out would be ideal. Or the next one, number 11, Port Vale or Bristol City. Port Vale or Bristol City's ball number 11. Wolves, number 12. Take Wolves.
I'd have Wolves.
Even though I was there for the game at Molyneux the other week, the 0-0, and that was disgusting. And they've got a new manager now, haven't they? Wolves, who they got? Because Pereira's went to Forest. Wolves have got who the hell have Wolves appointed? Because there's that many.
It's Rob Edwards.
Oh, Rob Edwards, aye, he's there. So I was thinking of Pereira, who left Wolves, now he's at Forest. Spurs have obviously got that Tudor in or something. I've never heard of in my life. Ex-UVA manager. So I would have Wolves. As I said, the Toon are ball 13. 14 is the one that a lot of you in the comments are saying is inevitable for Newcastle in the draw, which would be Manchester City.
Yeah, can see it happening.
That's the least one you want, and it would just never ever beat
Especially
Man. Well, to be fair, we'll beat them in the Carabao at home on our journey to winning it, but City, man. And then 15 will be decided tonight at the game in a very steamy dressing room there, because the draw is taking place live at Macclesfield Stadium, and they're currently interviewing the players before the game. And yeah, it's Macclesfield or Premier League Brentford, obviously beat Newcastle the other week.
Macclesfield and Mansfield.
Macclesfield and Mansfield, all the fields, apart from Sheffield. And then the last ball, which will be this will be a good game, Leeds.
Oh yeah,
number 16, Leeds home or away will be a canny draw. Be hard in a way, but yeah, it wouldn't be the worst. You look at those, 15 teams that Newcastle could get there. Yeah, it would be nice to get a Southampton, or even a West Ham, a Norwich, something like that would be nice.
So it'd be lovely to avoid Arsenal, Liverpool, and City.
Yeah.
Chelsea's okay, but yeah, outside of them four, give us any one of them.
The FA Cup fifth round draw is taking place in just a few seconds, and the game itself will be on the 7th of March. The weekend commencing the 7th of March is when the fifth round ties will be played. So not long to go, really.
Yeah,
a couple of weeks to the 7th, aye.
So I was looking at the schedule and thinking that's like a free weekend. I wasn't like really sure when the next one was, because we've had like 2 games a week. I think from about the second week of November, like all the way up until now, we've had like 2-3 games a week for about like 3 months straight. And that was the one weekend where it looked like I was hoping it might have been an international break, but I was thinking, nah, that's FA Cup weekend, isn't it? Because it's in the middle of another like European game or an FA Cup game or something like that. Like,
mid-March is the next international break, though, I think. AJ98 there, who's been a member for 6 months. Big up yourself. Wrexham or Norwich away would be decent. Agree.
I wouldn't want anyone away, to be honest with you.
Well, I've never been to Wales, so I would do Wrexham away. You've been to the Wrexham Stadium, haven't you?
Yeah, a couple times.
Is it good?
I mean, probably not at the minute, because it's getting like redone, so they're only playing with 3 stands.
Yeah,
they've knocked a stand down and it's getting redone. So at the minute, it's a building site behind one ground. So I wouldn't say it's good right now, but the atmosphere and stuff's good.
Because when we were on holiday just before there, I mean, the Mrs. and the Ben were watching the Brentford game in a pub, and in front of us was a Wrexham fan, and taking all a couple near our sound. He said he was going to subscribe, so he's watching. Shout him out. But he was talking about how he watches like the stadium development and stuff, and the Wrexham journey. So it would be nice to play them, and I've never been to Wales, so I wouldn't mind visiting that country.
It's kind of a little place. It's nice.
Just catching up with a few other comments. People saying, they want Sunderland, so we can beat them twice in the next few weeks.
Ooh.
At home, I would happily have them at home. Away,
it would be tasty. Like you would want Sunderland. Beat them last time.
Aye. In the FA Cup was nice, wasn't it? And obviously, like we say, we have got. So that's what did I just say? The draw was. Did I say the 7th of March? Aye. And then obviously the Matins is end of March, isn't it? Like the 23rd of March or something like that.
It's been changed, isn't it? It's on the Sunday, 24th or 5th, I think it is now.
Right. Right then. Norwich away would be lovely. As I live in Norwich, says Mitchie. That would be lovely for you, that.
It would.
To be fair, it was class. Shout him out if he's watching as well as Baku Mags. Bloke on
there's a channel called Baku Mags.
There is, the bloke messages on Instagram. He's giving us loads of tips and where to go and stuff. So that was class. And he was saying how I was meant to be going at the time. This was when that flight was on. And yeah, he was saying how good it is over there, and I was looking forward to going somewhere different.
But obviously, like you're like familiar with like the AFTV lads, and like their Europa League final was in Baku a few years ago. I think they said like good things to say about it.
Apparently, this might be a class place, like proper underrated.
Yeah,
cheap as well when you're there. One pound beers. So I think what more do you want? Right then, people, the draw is underway. Joe Cole,
Karen Carney's getting the balls.
Carney's got the balls out. The first ball she's touched is Fulham. Fulham at home. Apparently, we've got Sunderland away in the rehearsals, says Jordan.
Why do they do rehearsals?
How many
times have you seen you pull fucking Bowser with a pot?
Weird. And Fulham away, I would take that. We like a bit of Fulham away. Not a bad draw, that would be.
Can't really say.
I'll tell you what, I guarantee we'll be one of the last teams. Southampton's gone. Fulham v Southampton, that's a crap draw.
Yeah.
We are always one of the last teams. Always. So, let's see. Fulham v Southampton is confirmed. Second game is going to be Port Vale or Bristol City. I'd have that. That'd be an interesting away game.
That's not a bad one, yeah.
That'd be an interesting away game for the Toon. Who's Joe Cole going to bring out here? It is ball number.
Is that 2?
Sunderland. Ball number Sunderland. Couldn't see Joe's balls there, so it is.
It is a bit small on the screen, but I can't really see.
Joe's balls are small on the screen.
Joe's still got small balls.
So no derby for Newcastle.
Home draw.
We'll take that. Always a huge advantage.
Fucking hell, here we go.
So I won't get ball away from getting the Mackens. Sunderland were just drawn away, and then the next ball was Newcastle. Newcastle away at home. Don't you dare bring out a Premier League team, Joe. I can't make out what number that is.
Oh my god. You fucking knew it. I mean,
That's nothing of that. That wasn't even intentional.
That was like me face.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, I'm just scared. Disappointed to get Man City at home. Oh.
But it's at home.
At least it's at home. To be fair, we beat them in the league at home this year.
Yeah,
we beat them in the Carabao in our journey, so at least it's at home. But it's an absolute piss take. An absolute piss take. That Sunderland was the ball before. Leeds are the ball offer. When we won the Carabao, we beat them in the third round.
When
we won the Carabao, didn't we? On the way to the final.
Oh, I thought you meant this year. I was like, did we?
Oh, no, not this year.
All right.
They've just beat us in the semi-final.
I was going to say.
No, in the Carabao.
I thought you meant like we beat them at home and then we lost away. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
No, when we won the Carabao,
yeah.
that was honestly Man City.
Yeah.
We could have had Port Vale, Wrexham's, Southampton, Leeds, Norwich is the next draw, by the way. Oh, and literally Sunderland was the ball before. Hey, well, like you said, Keg, if you're gonna do it, you do it the hard way.
Gotta beat the best. It's just a bit unfortunate, that one, but never mind.
Never mind.
You make do.
Is that one saved there?
Arsenal's away to Mansfield.
Oh, that's a tasty draw, to be fair, isn't it?
Okay. How can we get Mansfield or Macclesfield?
The bloody fix. Corruption at its finest. Arsenal away to Mansfield.
Who drew these fucking bars, Chris Kavanagh?
Nah. Gonna be, I'll check on this, don't you?
Oh, they've never done,
yeah. FA Cup doesn't exist. Wolves at home to Liverpool. Nice draw for Liverpool there.
It's sticking up for Wolves.
Nice, man. Ah, dear me.
Wrexham still in the pot. Chelsea, West Ham, and Macclesfield or Brentford. So it's potentially a Premier League team for Wrexham.
Get Wrexham at home to Chelsea. That'd be good. Ah, Man City at home. At least it's at home. All right, Karen.
Wrexham at home.
Yeah, we're going. Chelsea?
Chelsea away. That would be kind of good.
Joe Cole's not going to do that. He's sort them out. You'll sort them out. Bloody Maxfield at home.
Of course you will. Wrexham are at home to
Chelsea. Nice.
What a draw. Mate.
To be fair, them last two ties are class. Like
two
big Premier League teams going to away days there, like Arsenal, Mansfield, and Chelsea, Wrexham.
And potentially West Ham to Macclesfield if they can beat Brentford. I mean, I can't really say that. I don't really know where we're even considering Macclesfield, to be honest with you, unless there's a bit of an upset here, but you never know. West Ham's at home anyway. West Ham against Macclesfield or Brentford.
And there we go. That concludes the FA Cup 5th round draw.
Macclesfield fans are buzzing with that one, but you need to do the job tonight, boys.
I need to do the job tonight. Then you can have, to be fair, though, that's massive motivation to do it now.
If you beat Brentford, then you're away to West Ham.
You're in West Ham in the 5th round, and then you fancy the way this season they're having.
Yeah.
Beat them in the quarters of the FA Cup. Bloody hell. So there's the quarter-final draw, people. Newcastle, as a lot of you predicted in the comments, because it was inevitable.
Did you predict, or did you just fucking know?
Did you
Is it just a stone cold hard fact?
Obviously we're going to get the hardest draw possible.
Yeah, the only way it could have been harder is if it was away, but, still not easy. Not the best, but, at least we got the home tie.
Yeah, it's outrageous. Rigged is what everyone is saying.
It is just so predictable. We've done that here before, haven't we?
I'm sure when we did it and watched it on the projector up there, that's when we got Man City in the Carabao, I think. And then went on to do it.
Oh, yeah, we might have done. Man.
Playing City 5 times this season sound.
5 times. You didn't need that, like.
Nah, no one needs that. No one needs
rather get a Carabao away 5 times.
I would actually.
Who's the other one? Which one's further? Can't remember what they're called. The bloody Kazakhstanian team.
Oh, because
Almaty.
Matisse went there to one of them in Kazakhstan.
Almaty away.
Almaty.
On the fucking Chinese border. Yeah. Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, well. No,
it was a nice cup run while it lasted. See you next year.
Right, we said that about Villa Ronaldo.
We did.
Honestly, at home, you never know. At home, you never know. We've done it before with this season in the league, last season in the League Cup. So you never know. Man City is pretty predictable. Absolutely predictable. Oh, dear. Should we talk any more about the cup draw? Should we finish off on Carabao?
I don't really know what most to say about either one of them, to be honest with you. Like,
I'm going to try and get a social media post sorted for the cup draw.
City, it is what it is. Like I say, we've been here before, home and away. It's obviously not the most ideal draw. I think being at home is the only cushion. We've already beat them this season. Really good game as well. Probably the best performance of the season. Was it 2-0?
Aye.
2-0 at home. So yeah, that's the only kind of bright light I suppose I can take away from this. Is that we are at home and we've already beat them this season. And they've got a Carabao Cup final as well, so they've still got more games to play as well. They've got the matter of a cup final to get past.
Title race that they're involved in as well.
Title race, yeah. So, yeah, could be a little.
You don't need the FA Cup,
lads. You don't need it, man. You've won it before. Just
you're retiring, man.
Focus on that Carabao Cup. It's really important. Honestly, I promise you, it's really, really good.
Honestly, you'll love it. But he does love it.
Not that he hasn't won it before.
He's won it really 4 times. Get the Carabao back, man. Get the Carabao back. That's what's more important.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, not the best result, but it is what it is. But with Carabao, actually, I'll bring this up. I think I saved an image the other day that I was going to send to you, but I don't actually think I did, on like the journey to Carabao. Where is it? So this kind of puts into context just how big America is. So Newcastle's Champions League playoff journey of 2,529 miles to Carabao will be the longest ever distance travelled by an English team in the history of the competition.
Aye.
So we're the longest journey of any English team in Premier League, in Champions League history, which is a mad little stat within itself. But that journey is about exactly the same from Seattle to Miami.
Wow.
That shows you how big America is, that you don't even leave the continent from the northwest in Seattle, Washington, down to Miami in the northeast, to the southeast, Miami, Florida. It's the same distance, 2,529 miles.
That's insane. That like.
Well, like imagine like MLS. Imagine like Miami and
how do they
like
do it?
Seattle.
Split into the conferences.
Well, there is the Eastern and Western Conference, but you still you still like exchange and stuff. You still play like other teams from different conferences, but you just couldn't be asked that journey, could you?
No.
It's like fucking hell. Like we're thinking like, bloody hell, that's miles and that. But like they could play each other in the league, let alone a bit of European competition. That's mad.
It is mental.
Long old journey.
And you didn't fancy it, did you not?
I didn't. Nah, I couldn't be asked.
No.
It's far too far. I really like would love to do like another like European away day, but yeah, Carabao's not exactly top me list. Like, give us like Milan, Barcelona, Paris.
Well, it could be Barcelona
Madrid
next. That would be a lot more ideal.
Yeah.
Barcelona away would be a lot, obviously, quicker.
München.
Yeah.
I'll have a bit of München. Carabao, definitely not top me list. Baku and Almaty. Two of the last places I want to get, to be honest with
you. Oh dear. Well, I tell you what, at the minute, the way the Premier League table is looking in Newcastle, it'll be hard to get into the top 6 now for even Europa League, to be honest. Like, Europa League could come in a run, but even Europa League, I was going to say Conference League, but Europa League or Conference League,
it's doable still.
Is doable, but that does mean that you would have some random trips like them ones.
Yeah. But I think that's like the beauty of like playing like in a place like that. But you get like loads of like mid ones now, like fucking Helsinki or like somewhere like that, like Copenhagen.
That would be nice.
Places like that. So obviously like Budapest, where the final is. We could end up in Budapest.
Oh,
lovely places like that. Vienna.
Ooh,
could end up in a Vienna somewhere like that.
That would be lovely.
Yeah, Zurich, places like that.
I wouldn't mind any of those little.
Bratislava.
I wouldn't mind going to Bratislava, to be fair.
Prague.
Yeah. So there it is. It will be Man City in the FA Cup, and it will be Carabao on Wednesday then. So Chelsea made the trip to Azerbaijan this season, and they got a draw, to be fair. Carabao, they drew 2-2 with Chelsea. So a lot of people that are maybe thinking this is going to be an easy game, or are thinking, oh, well, maybe we can rest a couple of people, or we'll breeze through this, and they're already planning that next trip to Barcelona or Chelsea, because you think, we'll win there, we'll definitely win at home. And then, but I think, we've got to be a bit careful on this.
Yeah,
obviously, we should beat them, but
they're
getting a draw against Chelsea, the name mugs.
Absolutely not, no. The way that I look at it is, I think there's two decent ways to look at it. You either go there and batter them and make the second leg easier. So at home, you can rest everyone. You can like proper play like a reduced team. If you've got like a 4-0 aggregate advantage going in against them, then you can play whatever team you want. And Carabao, or like I say, you've got to respect them. They're not a terrible team, but if you've got a 4-0 advantage, you can pretty much play your under 21s. Right? Like you're not going to get beat 4-5-0 at home against Karabakh, really, are you, realistically? So you could just get it all done in the first leg and relax in the second leg. Or I wouldn't even mind a draw just because it's such a long way. And like I say, we haven't had a rest. We've had like 2-3 games a week since like the first or second week of November. We've had a mad busy schedule over the past like 2-3 months. Like a little bit of, like, we could really be fatigued. We know we've got injuries. We haven't got Bruno. So it could be a tricky game. Like I'd take like a 1-1 and come back and do the job at home. Like we'll do the job at home. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it. So like either way, like if we end up with a draw, I'm not going to be mad.
Even a close defeat wouldn't even be that bad. Even losing 2-1, I'm saying it now, because I think at home we'll come back and win 2-3 now.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think it'll be the end of the world. And I think you're right. You know, it's, a lot of people say, "Oh, when they're traveling and nice, playing, lie down and all that," but it will still get them. Like, and it's just because of all the injuries that we've had. Like, we could have really done with getting Monaco. We really could have done with that. And they sort of won a bit of our flight to Monaco, man. So that would have been
a little bit of a trickier team, but I'd still fancy ourselves.
Definitely still be good enough to beat them. But listen, we'll go there on Wednesday. We've got momentum now. You know, we've got confidence. We've got players stepping up. You said it earlier. You know, your Elangas, Willock, Ramsey, all on better form at the minute. Volumta has just scored again. So I think we should still go in there and win.
There's a Euro trip reference in there, which has to be highlighted.
Yes, Danny, it does need to be highlighted. We are big.
Love that exchange.
We are big Euro trip fans. It actually made us book a Euro trip, didn't it? That movie?
It did.
But not the Bratislava. We missed out on that one.
We did miss that one.
We did. But class.
Love
absolutely
that.
class. Cheers, Danny. People are still laughing at the fact that it was City and it was always going to be that way in this draw. Score predictions then for Wednesday.
Oh God, I really don't know. It's a really interesting one.
What the team is, to be fair, like
that's it.
I don't know any of their. I mean,
I really couldn't tell you one. But like I say, I wouldn't be mad at a draw if it's a 1-1. I can probably see that, to be fair. So my prediction's probably 1-1, and just feel comfortable with coming back and getting the job done at home. But I would love just to see we just absolutely rattle them and just get the job done, just so that the home leg's just easy as it can be.
Kevin
McAllister.
Honestly, these players, yeah. I don't.
Caddy,
he'll score. Emmanuel. Yeah, no idea.
Yeah.
No idea on those players. Currently second in the Azerbaijan Premier League.
They're not top.
They're not top.
Oh, that's different, that.
You know, Sabah.
Sabah, yeah, they'll be in the Champions League next year. They'll be
Sabah.
Really
Well, it will be, I understand. Sabah are 4 points clear, man. Mad. Yeah, do you know what? I think we're going to go there and we're going to win 2-0.
2-0. Nice.
We'll smash for 7-0 at home. I was been saying we need to be wary. We need to be wary of them. Yeah. Oh, dear. But then it's all about the return fixture the following week at St. James's Park, where the job should be wrapped up nicely in front of the home crowd. Anything else to talk about before we head off?
You still how win?
I definitely am now for the last couple of games.
Yeah. That's all that it takes, though. How out does.
But even though things go
quiet after
things
a couple
get
of wins.
clipped up and that, and then people are saying, "Oh, any," we never ever said anyhow. No. But you know that fits your little narrative, and you're a bunch of weirdos. Then then fine. If that helps you sleep at night, but I would always say
that's why you just got to relax, because I like the how out as do just kind of crawl back into their shells with a couple of wins.
Aye. You know what it is? I can still see, obviously, people have had things and the performance haven't been good this season. And everyone's entitled to
we're all frustrated.
Their opinion, like, definitely, but
just because we're how in doesn't mean that we're loving the football.
I know.
Like, it was shit.
It
was
terrible. It's mad because I was saying stuff like, obviously, really happy after Villa, and then roll it back a couple of weeks when we play Villa at home, we get beat 2-0 and you're kicking off. It's like for some people who are watching, you can't just react to what you're seeing. You can't just say how it is on that game. Like,
do we want to be Tottenham?
And when we played Villa, it was like in the Premier League, we got beat 2-0 at home, and it's like you criticise them, you complain, you're negative, you can't be saying that, man, I'll back them, and then you praise them when you beat Villa away in the cup. All right, so now you're getting ahead of yourself. So now you're Eddie Howe, and it's like fucking hell, man. Like, That's the one thing about like what we do is like it's so like toxic at times.
It really is.
The crap you get, it's just mental, man. But that's football. And
You can be happy with the way things are going, but be frustrated by a result or
the
form
side
or whatever. Or on the flip side, you could be raging with how things are, but still be happy with a good result. Like it works two ways. Like it's fine, man. People just kind of get on the high horses a little bit. Like it's just football at the end of the day, really, isn't it?
And you can't, you can't always just be happy with just seeing how it is. Some people, like I say, for me, I just go on that game and like,
just got to get that. If
someone plays good, then you see they play good. If someone plays crap, you see they play crap. You know what I mean?
But if you say that someone had a shit game, people take that as that you're saying that they're shit. I don't like this player, I don't like this manager.
He was just shit for that game.
Or like Eddie Howe's tactics and substitutions were shit in this game, but it doesn't mean I want him sacked.
No, I know it's nuts. Some people are saying that, like Big G saying there, you can be frustrated but still be Eddie in.
Of course,
it's not on the manager, and it wasn't on the manager. The thing that was always frustrating me from the Eddie Howe point was the money he spent on the players that weren't providing, weren't performing, and again, that
tactics and subs weren't great either.
No, definitely not.
Criticism was warranted.
Absolutely was.
But it doesn't mean that I want him sacked.
And it's not. And yes, he spent the money on him, but those players were still better than what they were performing as. So yes, should he have spent 55 million almost? No. Should he spent 40 million on Ramsey when he wasn't using him? No. But should those players be better? Absolutely. Wissa was really good at Brentford. He was a proven Premier League goal scorer. Yes, he wasn't worth 55 at 29 years old, but he was still much better than what he's been so far for Newcastle.
Much 1 year left on his deal now.
Jacob Ramsey, showing great potential and stuff for years at Villa. But now, thankfully, the last couple of weeks, they're starting to show it. So let's hope that carries on. And, Eddie Howe has been shown, for me, what I've liked of the last couple of games from at Spurs as well, was the senior players, especially your Trippiers, your Brunos, pushing them to the away end.
Yeah.
And then the performance at Villa.
Still got the love.
It shows that you still got the dressing room. Because once you lose the dressing room, it's mission impossible. So just to see that he still has the players playing for him, which I do think at times this season it hasn't looked like it. There has been games where they've been nowhere near the performances have been good enough. But lately we've seen when the goings got tough, and you've seen this week Trippier come out and say that the players held a meeting without any of the coaching staff. The players themselves held a meeting to have some home truths following the defeat at St. James's against Brentford. Those lads in the dressing room had a chat, told each other how it was, what needs to be improved, and then we'll go and get back-to-back away wins. So now they're starting to pull the finger out, to improve.
Just need that form.
And it shows that they are still playing for this manager, which is what it's all about, and that's a big game changer. And now that they've got that support, and you've seen it as well from the majority of the fan base. Yes, a lot of people online might not be happy, and people in the stadium and stuff might not be as well. But I think you've seen, the reaction from fans lately has still been to the back of Eddie Howe, and so has it been from the dressing room as well.
Yeah. One thing that I've been a little bit frustrated at, and I don't want to give Eddie Howe shit for this, but the use of younger players. So, for example, this game just gone, Villa were 3-1 up, quite comfortable, got loads of injuries. We're back to 2 goalkeepers on the bench and 3 young'uns. Why didn't we play one of the young'uns? As you mentioned, Trippier getting loads of game time. Leo Shahar's been an unused sub for the last, must be fucking 12 games in a row or something now. But it just hasn't came off the bench. And I just love to see him just get 2 minutes.
I know.
Just a little bit of running, and Park Seung-soo Park was on the bench, I think, for the first time this season. I'd love to just see him get a little bit of a run out.
I know, same. It's annoying, especially when that third goal goes in with a few minutes left. However, then
give Trippier a break, man, will you?
And I give him
39.
Give him stoppage time off, will you? Bloody hell! Give Leo a little run out, see what he can do, and that's why I was hoping for Port Vale in the FA Cup draw there. So you still probably wouldn't blame me. He's stopped Trippier, wouldn't he? And then when you see Sean Neve on the bench every week. And he hasn't played. Wissa hasn't been playing. Villa, he wasn't even in the team. Volulta played the full game. Asula was coming back, so they could give Sean 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, why not?
So it's Karabak's a good opportunity if you're not, struggling. Obviously, maybe start strong if it's even just 0-0 or 1-0. bring maybe one of them on.
That's what I mean for that second game. Like if we do like go and like beat them like 4-0 or something, we can do whatever we want at home.
Aye.
Like it's a free range, really. It's a free hit. Like play anyone you want. Like I'd love to see these lads get a go.
Aye.
Like even if you start, like play like 6 or 7 of your first team players. Like don't take the piss. Don't disrespect Karabag.
No.
But it's an opportunity for the likes of Shahar, Neve, Seung Soo, whoever else. Like even like a goalkeeper rotation. Put fucking John Ruddy on or bring Odysseus Papadimos back for a game.
He's actually doing really well, isn't he?
Apparently they're going to make that permanent, 15 million.
Oh, well, we'll take that.
Seen that
Since
today.
we don't fancy him, and we've got 27 keepers.
I think we bought him for 20, did we?
Aye, in the Anderson swap. So
it's not too bad.
But he's been, stats-wise, one of the best keepers in the league. And we're after a keeper this summer still. Like we are every summer. James Trafford, yet again. Aaron, who's a regular viewer on the channel, shout out Aaron, seeing a spot on there. Keg, even Champions League, 3-0 with PSV. Kids on the bench, nobody giving a run out, which has led to further injuries and fatigue, which it has. And Bruno was signaling to come off 10 minutes before he went off injured the other day. And it's like, have we not got? You know,
if the kids aren't good enough, if Howe doesn't trust them enough, then why are they on the bench?
Exactly. What's the point? You know, what's that? The kid called Albie. The young kid there, the midfielder, has been in Champions League away days. You know, he's highly thought of. I mean, I'm terrible with names, so I think that's his name.
Yeah, Alabi. Yeah.
Alabi, aye. So he's David Alaba. So he's in midfield. He can he not run around and do something for 5-10 minutes?
5 minutes.
Against...
not expecting you to win a fucking Ballon d'Or.
No. You know, it's just being an athlete. You know how to control a football. Maybe get stuck in a bit, read the game. You know, it was Tottenham away who were terrible and sacked the manager that night. They were sitting in 15th. I'm not asking him to come on the FA Cup final against Arsenal. You know what I mean? So bring him on for 5-10 minutes. When Bruno's crying his eyes out, I'm going to come off. Let him come off and bring on the young kid. Alfie Harrison, what's happening to him?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? These young players. Where's the next Louis Mailey? So, honestly, so there must have been someone who could come on and fill a gap there. But we've seen on the weekend there, we're back to bloody 2 keepers on the bench. John Ruddy's sitting there in his dressing gown. So, slippers on, dressing gown on, hot water bottle, few digestives, living the dream, living the bloody baldy dream. I'm
just raging that he sat on the bench and can't watch Curry. Let's go. He's probably got a tablet.
Oh, aye, he was sitting there. He knew he wasn't coming on.
So on the bench.
Curry
night, man.
I got the 82-inch at home, man. Watched it on me bloody iPad here. Idea, can't see. Got his glasses on. Fucking hell. Watching the Saturday night takeaway on the bench at Villa Park. Right then, people, that'll do. Thanks for tuning in to the FA Cup 5th round draw. Been some great viewing tonight. And as usual, it was the toughest draw possible for Newcastle, albeit at home. But it was Man City for us at St. James's Park. Weekend commencing the 7th of March. Those ties we played. Some other notable ones were Wrexham at home to Chelsea and Mansfield at home to Arsenal. So some big ties there in the 5th round. Big game for Newcastle midweek against Karabag in Azerbaijan. So stay tuned to the channel for all the content around that one. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Anarchy Brewery for hosting us. Hit the like button, subscribe, and enjoy yourself.